Sorry about that. Well, what should we be doing here? We've no idea. Waiting for someone to come in and make me laugh. Or I might have to make myself laugh. You like that little riff? It's one of my classics. One of my essential classics. Yes, essential. Once you accustom yourself to once you habituate yourself to visiting my channel, I think you'll get the idea. Yes, you'll get when I'm being serious and when I'm having a joke. It might not be obviously apparent, but well, we've been running for 6 minutes and I've hardly said a word. Isn't that wonderful? Well, I made a few faces, funny faces, and a bit of a tune for you. I hope you penned all that down with my amanuensis. Yes, scribbling away beautifully. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Lovely to see you. Yes, won't infringe on protocol. No, certainly not. No. Oh, don't want to break a habit, do we? Certainly not. Not to offend custom, really. Certainly not. Perish the thought. Can't undo the done thing, can we now? No, the done thing is done and dusted. It's a done deal. It's all sewn up beautifully. They're totally in control of us all. Now we've got it all like marionettes dangling on the edge of the string, on the end of the string, in the theatre of life. Oh, wonderful job, isn't it? Well, anyway. Oh dear, once you acclimatise yourself to my level of intelligence, I hope you'll get back to me and immediately be a guest on my show. Because time is running out. We're coming to the apocalypse very soon. 4 horses are beginning to paw the ground in front of them. Yes, and the 17 trumpets, whatever it is. How many was it? Can't remember. Anyway, we'll have the trump at the crack of doom. So the Trump to signal in the crack of doom very shortly when he gets into office in 2024, November, I believe. It's a bloody long time to wait, isn't it? Is there anything left of America by then, let alone the rest of the world? I think not. If anyone thinks there's going to be an election or even a sniff of an election in November 2024, you must be joking. Unless the current incumbent isn't impeached, then there won't be another election at all. Unless it's a kind of caretaker government or something like that, where they could not bother with an election at all, kind of just take over the reins of power. This is a kind of a military coup, which is what it needs in America, definitely. It's a military coup there. Even a coup. 3 coups. Why not? 3 for the price of 2s. 3 coups for the price of 2s. 2s. Thank you. That's rather nice, isn't it? Nice phrase. Yeah, I remember my days in advertising. I was a great advertising executive. I know all about studied the topic. Oh yes, don't worry. It's going rather swimmingly, isn't it now? No, we're just acclimatising to the general situation. General situation is there with all these men at the back of him. He's presiding over the general situation. I just had a lurker for a second, just upped the game for a second, just to entertain somebody who's haplessly bucketed off somewhere else, blindly stumbling around, bumping his head against all kinds of channels and ways to go on the Internet of Things. Yes. Things being the operative word. Beware of the thing. God save our gracious thing, apparently. Apparently he's gracious, anyway. I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway. Yeah. About as welcome as a pork chop at a bar mitzvah, I should have thought. Yeah. Anyway, the country's really opened its arms and fallen in love with big ears, I think. Has it forgotten? God, I thought the electorate never forgot. No, of course they forget. They do forget, lest we forget. Exactly. If we don't learn from history, it will repeat itself, has it? Just got glitched off the internet for a second. It's buffering around with me. The old buffers upstairs are buffering around with my channel all the time. They don't like freedom of speech at all. They don't like anyone taking the piss out of them. They can't take it. It's far too pointed, my wit. It's lovely stuff, isn't it? The mouth can say anything. It's a fabulous instrument. Cobblers, there we go. Lovely word, the old cobbler's word. What a load of cobblers. What a load of cobblers. That's more like it. Yeah, what a load of cobblers, my boys. Hey, what have we got here? Hey, what have we got in there? Some of butchers in here. What a load of old cobblers. Hey, who's in charge of this lot? Hey, 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 who put these in? Who put this in here? Hey, get that out of it. Yes, that's it. That's better. That's a lot better. It's a lot tidier around here. Yeah, breeze in with that brush now and again, mate. I would do. Yeah, sweep up in there. There's a lot of trimmings on the floor. Oh, yeah. Right, still a good show. Thank you. And we're over to Channel 3. With the Smiley. Mr. Smiley in Channel 3. Hello. This is Channel 3, and I'm from the BBC. This is BBC 3.3.3 returning, and it's on the hypotenuse. Someone's put something on the hypotenuse. Right, okay. Time to step off the high podium immediately. He's on the hypotenuse, and we don't want it on the news. No, because he's on the hypotenuse at the moment. Yes, he's got the seat up. He's got it correctly up. The seat is up. He's following through. Oh dear, he's touched cloth before he got his pants down. Oh dear. Yes, it's on the angle of the hypotenuse. He's got the angle on the hypotenuse. He's got the seat up, but he's touched cloth because he didn't remove his undergarments correctly, in line with protocol. Yes, it's an offence against dignity, that. Still, anyway, it's going out live streaming as we speak, so it's too late to undo the damage. This could create an international problem for the hypotenuse and the podiums of the future. Thank you very much, and over to Channel 4. And here we are at Kempton Park, and it's Trotter from Cantering String, comes out the line and he's over the Beaches Brook, and now he's cantering through the Kempton countryside. Oh yes, it's Kempton, the same place as Thingy Bob. I have no idea. We're over to Enfield now for the rifles. Thank you. Oh yes, let's get rid of that blighter. A terrible blighter. I had to stumble in. I haven't got the sound effects for me. Never mind. Bang, 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 bang. Yes, well, that's jolly good, isn't it? Yes. Oh, dear me, it's getting pretty hairy up here, my dear. Oh, dear, never mind. Everything will be fine. Everything in the fullness of time, everything will be sorted out. When they finally get me to side with someone or other, I'm sitting on the fence, wondering whether to go left or right. I think I'll just sit right here, thank you very much. And I'll keep my powder dry. Yes. I shall bide my time upon the fence. Who put the glass in the concrete on the top of the fence, so I don't know. Not too cheesed. I'm not pleased with that. Or cheesed, indeed. I'm not cheesed at all. I haven't been cheesed for some time. Yeah. No, nobody's thrown mouldy cheeses at me for some time now. Battery sufficiently charged. Through the mudslinging, and the mudslinging begins as they try and get the dig the dirt on the Lovewavesdrifting channel. Oops, I can't even speak my brains. My brains have fallen out through my ear holes. So, there isn't much hope, really, I suppose. Just have a lurker again and totally balls it all up. I must stop looking at the lurking button because it's putting me off. I get into a nice steady flow of total twaddle, and then something, the bloody thing, when I keep looking at the lurking button and I see someone's popped in, or a couple of people sometimes pop in at once. I think, well, someone wants entertainment, so I try and get the entertainment a little bit better. And of course, I cock it all up and make a right balls of it. So I'm sorry about that. We love our balls, though, don't we? Cricket, rugby, yeah, it's all balls, isn't it? Snooker, lovely stuff, isn't it? When you're in a bit of a sticky situation, yeah. Or you're on the back foot. Get on the good foot. Remember that song? That was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Yeah. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. Charlie boy likes to stay on the scene, doesn't he? Hey, with Schwab. Yeah, but they're sex machines together, aren't they? Imagine them both in bed with each other. Hey, imagine the Schwab and the Windsor both, shafting the night away with each other's, having each other's wicked way with each other's anal orifices. How lovely. Lovely to see them engaging in such engaging activities and connecting in such a beauteous, decorous manner. Yes, of the world economic decorum. Yes, wonderful banqueting times. Ah, yes. It won't be whelks. No, it'll be oysters. Yes, and it'll be caviar. Yeah, from Lake Baikal. Yes. Anyway, never mind that. From the sturgeon. Yes. But Nicola, dear old Nicola, oh dear, she got them in a twist, didn't she, the poor girl? Oh, Nicola. Remember the sturgeon? Oh, yes. Nicola Sturgeon, Nicola the sturgeon. She almost laid an egg that time, didn't she? She almost created an international scene, didn't it, again? Just a little flurry of diplomatic overtures here, there and everywhere and across the Hibernian Canal. Never mind that, anyway, never mind. I'm going somewhere completely different. And that's part of the thing. And of course, I don't see why Monty Python needs to use that terminology, something completely different. I'm something totally different. Never mind completely different, or now for something. Now for something totally else. Thank you. Cambridge and Oxford and all you snotty-nosed little comedians, bugger right off. I couldn't give a toss if you know the history of the Outer Mongolian Empire. No idea. I've really no idea whether you have or not, and whether you have or not doesn't interest me. You don't make me laugh. You're knocking me sick. Okay? I don't need a parrot sketch. No, I don't need a parrot either. Okay? I just need to carry on being me without wanting to be you. Thank you very much, please. Idle, and all the other idle sods who won't say a thing about climate engineering or anything pertinent or anything relevant politically, particularly. Yeah? Particularly said. Anyway, did you like the podium reference? That was a good one, wasn't it? World Economic Decorum, live from the podium. Lovely stuff, isn't it? Yeah, this is one of my favourites already. I know it's going to be a corker when I listen to it back and chuckle at myself. Yeah. If I keep grubbing away at this comedy routine, I will have it off to a fine art within 6 months. And I'll take the world by storm. I'll have them rocking in the aisles, laughing their heads off, and clamouring to get me out of the mental institution that I'm incarcerated in as we speak, as I speak even. Even both halves of my personality are speaking at the same time. So as we speak, I am in the hospital bed, lying on a hospital bed. I'm not in it. I'm on it. And I'm on it. I'm on everything, mate. I know exactly what's going on. Thank you very much. I've had quite enough of the behaviours of our so-called leaders and betters. They're knocking me sick. Knocking me totally sick. See? Right, I'm going to have a break for 5 minutes. Need a break after that. Excitement. Thank you. There we are. There we go. Oh, let's have a quick look at the Matrix. You might not have seen the Matrix. Yeah, here's the Matrix. Look. You see my Matrix? Look. See, I'm in the Matrix. I'm trapped in the Matrix, mate. See the Matrix going by, yeah? Perfect backdrop to the revolution. Matrix curtains. It's the final curtain. Yeah, it's the final curtain. Not a problem. Curtains. Lovely job. Hello, Gary. Huh? What are you saying? Oh, that money? I put it under your door. £3.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do it.
Okay? You're working through it. You don't have to give me that.
Okay,
No problem.
right. Oh.
Right. Oh, dear. Anyway, I'm just going to disappear for a couple of minutes, a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes. I'll be back. Just check that it's still charging. I had a bit of a problem with it. Yes, it's charging at the moment. There we go. Lovely job. right. Okay, okay. Okay. Hello there. Well, here we are back in there. Back in the crow's nest. Oh, wow. How are you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? You okay? Oof. These people love horn logos as hats. What does that mean? Don't know quite what you're on about there, old bean. John Deere horns on hot, etc. What's this business? What are these horns you're referring to? You're on the horns of a dilemma, my dear. Got a knotty problem at all? A Gordian knot going on? Corporate logo hats. I don't have a corporate logo hat. No, there's no logo on my hat, matey. It's a bit of a thing there. There's no logo. No, I don't do logos. Don't think there's one on this shirt either. It's a polo shirt, but there's no defining logo at all. Yeah, I think it's made in Indonesia, this one. Don't know who buy. Poor people, I should imagine. I could look at the labels, if there's a label on the back. No, I've torn the label off. I usually take most labels off because... yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, they do tend to make a mess of your mess on your shoes, don't they? You know, these people with these logos all over things. Horrible, really. I remember a few years back, probably about 10 years ago, everyone was wandering around and they all had the massive legend written on their clothing, Helly Hansen. I don't no idea who Helly Hansen was, whether he had a helicopter or whether it was a helicopter magnate or something. He was obviously doing a bit of a twirl, but you know, I've no idea who Helly Hansen was, and I've no interest whatsoever in finding out who he was. Wasn't remotely interested. I think when things are emblazoned everywhere, it's time to look somewhere else. You know, not search for information about such ridiculous bullshit. So whenever whatever the television's saying, we just do the absolute opposite. Richard the Stonemason, I've no idea. He's gone off the radar, he seems to have done. But I'll have to check in on him. I was thinking about Richard yesterday. I presume he's still going, but I haven't heard anything lately. But I haven't looked either, so I'm remiss in that department as well. He's a good chap, is Richard. Yeah, a fine gentleman. Yes. Have you gone over the edge now? I'm clinging on to the edge as we speak. The edge of sanity, obviously. Being in the funny farm still, you know, locked away at His Majesty's pleasure. It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely being lorded over and, you know, wonderful. And we love our archbishops, don't we? Yes, we do. He loves his headgear, doesn't he? Old Klaus Schwab. He loves his headgear. Incredible how the Nazis are coming to the surface, isn't it? Dare showing their faces in polite society. It's incredible, really. But, there we go. Right. Right. It's quite enough of that. I was just thinking out loud for a second. Good question. I'm going to flip over to YouTube and see if I can find Richard a stonemason. So I'll be back in a bit. Well, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I just checked in on Richard. He hasn't put anything up for a month. And I'd left him a message. And he's not replied. So I'm wondering, he is quite ill. He's actually dying of cancer, the poor chap. So hope he's all right, or perhaps he's got a bad cold or flu or something. Don't know, no idea. I shall drop him another message later on. And, well, I've got his phone number, so I could maybe ring him up, see what he's doing, how he is. But we can all go off the radar for a month, and nothing too serious going on necessarily. But yeah. But I've been out of commission for over a month. I was out of commission for about 6 weeks from being injected with filth from the health professionals, in inverted commas. Health, they're not health at all. They've got fuck all to do with health, psychiatry. Absolutely bugger all to do with health. Yeah, it's a non sequitur. Psychiatry and health just don't mix up, match up whatsoever. It's got nothing whatsoever to do with health. Simple as. The polar opposite of health is psychiatry, and all it stands for is absolute shocking, disgusting. I'm going to do a whole live stream on psychiatry. That could be the next topic later on this afternoon, if I'm up to the past muster later on. I'm hoping to have a 45-minute nap, as a kind of power nap, and come back and all guns blazing kind of thing, and give my broadside to these. So I'm going to stick it to the psychiatry profession, which I'm tending to do on a regular basis now on my live streams. So, let's see what they're made of, these insane, creepy arseholes. Let's put too fine a point on it. Yes. Why don't you step up for a chat? Got anything particular you want to talk about? Talk about what the hell you like on here. I needn't agree with you. I don't have to agree with anything. I'm not duty bound to agree with anybody whatsoever. Don't care who they be. If I agree, I agree. If I don't, I don't. You see? A free agent. I'm not going to kowtow to nobody or nothing. No, nothing. Thank you. Just about kowtow to myself. being so schizoid, it's unbelievable. I jumped out of my own skin twice last night. Yes. I was beside myself. And that's a joke in itself if you think about it. There you go. Yes, I jumped out of my skin. I was beside myself. Quite obviously. Or my previous self. Beside my previous self. And then that self had to jump out of itself. Ad infinitum. We end up with a load of Russian dolls in the room. I'm scratching around trying to find the core of my being. That's not too surreal now. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the stream unless somebody gets up, because it's getting on my week talking to myself. Right, okay. Bye-bye.